Can the Ohio State Buckeyes defend the national championship title from a year ago? Can they get back to the national championship and repeat in 2025? Welcome, my friends, to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, sit back, relax, and let's talk some college football. My friends, we all know we are entering the second round of the playoffs, and the number 2 seed in college football, the 12-1 Buckeyes, will be taking on the 10th seed Miami Hurricanes, coming in at 11-2. Canes just came off a very good win, beating Texas A&M by the score of 10-3. Definitely a defensive battle in that game. But my friends, we shall see how everything plays out. You know, like I mentioned, we're talking about the Buckeyes wanting to defend their national championship from a year ago when they defeated Notre Dame 34-23. Do I believe the Buckeyes could repeat and win back-to-back national championships? Absolutely, I do. But first of all, we got to get past the Miami Hurricanes first. Now, when you mention this all-time series between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Miami Hurricanes, the Buckeyes hold a slim advantage. They've only faced 5 times in the history between these two very good football programs, and the Buckeyes hold a slim advantage, 3 wins and 2 losses. First time they battled was 1977. Ohio State beat Miami Hurricanes by the score of 10-0. 1999, Miami beat the Buckeyes 23-12. 2002, what more can you say? That was the Buckeyes' illustrious national championship, where Coach Jim Tressel guided the Buckeyes to a perfect 14-0 national championship season. And the Buckeyes defeated Miami Hurricanes 31-24 in overtime. Some say the best national championship in all of college football history. Some say that. 2010, Ohio State beat Miami once again 36-24. And the last time they faced off was 2011. Miami beat the Buckeyes 24-6. My friends, this is going to be a very interesting game for me. Let's first start off with the Ohio State Buckeyes, 12-1 on the season, second ranked in the country. This is an offense, Coach Ryan Day, they put up 35 points a game. Defensively, number 1 ranked in the country on defense, only giving up 8 points per game. Wow. Total offense, Buckeyes, they can move the ball. 430 yards of total offense per game. Defensively, a stingy 213 yards to their opponents per game. That is it. Another big stat that jumped out at me, my friends, was defensively, the Buckeyes against the run only gives up 84 yards per game to their opponents. Wow. Rushing the ball for the Buckeyes, they average 163 yards on the ground per game. They are led by featured running back Bo Jackson. My friends, what a job. What a job true freshman Bo Jackson has done. Who would have ever thought he would be over 1,000 yards this season, 1,035 to be exact, 6.2 yard per carry average, and 5 rushing touchdowns. Splendid job by Bo Jackson. James Peoples, he comes in with 344 yards on the ground, 5.6 yard per carry average, very impressive, and 3 rushing touchdowns. And transfer from West Virginia, C.J. Donaldson leads the team in rushing touchdowns with 10. You know, my friends, I look at this team. What more can you say? Signal caller, QB1, Julian Sayin completing 78% of his passes. That is the best in all of college football. 31 touchdown strikes, only 6 interceptions, and he's thrown for 3,323 yards on the season. Big reason why the Buckeyes are 12-1 right here, my friends. Then you look at the skill set position players for the Bucks. Jeremiah Smith, 80 receptions, 1,086, and 11 receiving touchdowns. And I'm just going to say this, just my opinion. Jeremiah Smith definitely got screwed from the Fred Biletnikoff Award. Without a doubt, Jeremiah Smith should have won that award. I just had to get that out there. Carnell Tate, 48 grabs for 838 receiving yards and 9 receiving touchdowns. How about Max Clare, big tight end? What a job he's done. Transfer from Purdue, 43 grabs, 448 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. And how about Brandon Innes? You know, the past 4 or 5 games, this young man has come on. 32 grabs, 237 yards receiving, and 3 receiving touchdowns. You know, my friends, once again, I look at this Buckeye team. My friends, what more can you say? They are the real deal. Defensively, a big reason why they are 12-1. Look at this defense. They have 33 team sacks on the year. They are led by Sonny Styles, linebacker, leads the team with 79 tackles. Arvell Reese, the pride of Cleveland, Glenville, Tarblooders, 63 tackles on the season. Caden Curry, 56 tackles. Caleb Downs from the safety position with 60 tackles and 2 interceptions. And how about McDonald? Caden McDonald, 55 tackles, 3 sacks at his defensive tackle position. Caden Curry leads the team with 11 sacks, and Arvell Reese second on the team with 6.5 sacks. My friends, I'm just going to say this. I will give my prediction at the end of this video. Now moving on to the Miami Hurricanes. Once again, 10th ranked on the season, 11-2 on the year. They are coached by Cristobal. What a job he has done. Offensively, this team puts up 32 points per game. Defensively, they are good. They only give up 13 points per game. And my friends, you have to be good on defense when you hold a Texas A&M team that came into that game, first round of the playoffs versus the Canes, and they were averaging 37 points per game. And Miami held them to just a field goal in the entire game. Total offense, Miami comes in 415 yards of total offense. Defensively, very respectful, only giving up 282 yards of total offense to their opponents per game. Rushing, Miami averages 152 yards on the ground. This jumped out at me, my friends. Defensively, they give up only 87 yards per game to the opponent's rushing attack. Wow. It's going to be very interesting. You got the Buckeyes only give up 84 yards, and now Miami only gives up 87. Something's going to have to give, my friends. They are led by Carson Beck. What a job he's done this season. You got to give him kudos. He's completed 75% of his passes for 3,175 total yards throwing the ball. 26 touchdown strikes. This is a little high for me. He has thrown 10 interceptions this season. A little high. Something that if you're a Cane fan, you should be a little bit concerned. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. They are led by Mark Fletcher Jr. 857 rushing yards on the year, 5.4 yard per carry average, and 10 rushing touchdowns. And Charmar Brown, 389 rushing yards, and he pitches in with 5 rushing touchdowns. My friends, offensively, Malachi Toney leads the team, 89 receptions, 992 receiving yards, and 8 receiving touchdowns. C.J. Daniels, 37 receiving yards for 37 receptions for 420 receiving yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. And how about Keelan Marion? 44 grabs, 590 yards receiving, and 1 receiving touchdown. You know, I look at this Miami Canes defense. 9 out of their 13 games this season, they held their opponents to 17 points or less. Wow. Wow. Very impressive. Now, if you want to look on the Buckeye side, Buckeyes 13 out of 13 holding their opponents to 17 points or less. So, my friends, this is going to be a very interesting game for me. Both very good defenses. I know my first inklage would be let's go with the under in this game. But, who knows? Both offenses could really start to light it up. I see that it's going to be the Buckeyes O-line versus the Miami Hurricanes' very big, strong, physical D-line. I'm just going to say this. The O-line for the Buckeyes must protect Julian Sayin. Unlike the Indiana game, where Julian got sacked 5 times in that Indiana game, not good. I think that was a big reason why the Buckeyes lost that game. Julian seemed like from time to time the young man was running for his life. He really didn't have a lot of time to find his open receivers because he was heavily pressured. The O-line of the Buckeyes must come through. They must open up holes for Bo Jackson and James Peoples, okay, and possibly C.J. Donaldson if he gets in this game. And they must protect Julian Sayin every time he drops back to pass. He must have the protection to find Jeremiah Smith and Cornell Tate and the big tight ends, Matt Clear and Kazmarek. Have to give this young man time, okay, bottom line. My friends, my prediction of this game, I broke it down. Both very, very similar offenses. Buckeyes averaged 430 yards of total offense. Miami 415. Buckeyes put up 35 points per game. Miami 32 points per game. My friends, it's going to come down to this. It's going to be one in the trenches. Whatever offensive line comes to play consistently will win this game. I believe with a little bit of time off, Ryan Day definitely has went back to the drawing board and has that O-line ready to play in this football game. I like the Buckeyes to beat the Miami Hurricanes in the second round of the College Football Playoffs 2025. My friends, if you're new to my channel, by all means, please click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, please click on the like button. Like always, please check out Super Thanks. And my friends, not only do I love to read your comments, but I love to get back to every comment that I do read. So please comment down below. Like always, my friends, I hope everyone had a blessed and safe Merry Christmas. And like always, my friends, peace out. God bless you all. Click on my face right up here to subscribe. And until next time, keep on watching, keep on subscribing, keep on liking. Go Buckeyes. OH, you finish. I'm out.